on the ABCA watch list. Favor on Yanwu, also part of that prestigious group. Underway in Dallas with an ace. And that is 100 on Avery Carlson's career. 100 aces.
That's a way to start off a match, going into triple-digit aces in her career.
Net was her friend, but Clemson unable to finish that one off. Recycled for the Tigers. They go to the right side for Mia Moore, who's denied. Moore again with a left-handed swing. Setting up for Jones. Already seeing plenty of grit on both sides. Lengthy point goes to the Tigers.
Coach Erger has pressed her team about their defensive effort, and we saw a great dig coming off of Schilling down the line, handling that heat well from the lefty on the right for Clemson, Mia Moore.
There's Kate Hansen, product of Weatherford, Texas. Big swing from Crystal Wilburn. Her first attack goes for the Mustang point.
And, you know, she struggled to score a little bit on Friday evening against Georgia Tech, but she's coming off with a bang, finding that sharp open spot.
2-1 SMU, and Wilburn to serve. Strong. A pair of aces already for SMU.
She had 7 aces in her debut against LSU, and let me tell you why. The heat coming off of her serve is insane, and it's super low to the tape. It's got that hybrid spin on it, so you never know if it's going to be more of a top or if it's going to have some float.
Had an ace on Friday, already 2 on Sunday for Wilburn.
If I'm Clemson, I just got to get a body in front of it. I'm not looking to make a perfect pass right now, but we can't let SMU start off this strong behind the service line. They're going to build up a lot of confidence here pretty early.
11 aces on the season for Krista Wilburn, into the net with that one.
And defense starts first with your serve. So SMU is looking to up their game behind the service line from all of their players, and I really like the aggression that they're coming with to start off this match.
Here's Addie Raines, sophomore from Yorktown, Indiana. Carlson setting up the high flyer. Natalia Newsom, every bit of that 40-inch vertical on display.
How do you stop that? I mean, she can go anywhere she wants, jumping way over the blocker's hands.
Here's the keys to the match.
Clemson has to contain SMU. They have players who are getting more than 4 points per set. You have to play smart, at least taking out one of their key opponents, and you can get blockers in front of them. And SMU, again, that strong defense. You can see that Georgia Tech in that last set, they were really attacking the setter position, trying to take the libero out of it, getting them out of system a little more often. But if they're getting good digs, good quality digs, Schilling has no problem putting up good balls for their points.
Is killed from Mia McGrath, and comes back to serve. Dodging that one and going out of bounds. Showing off her limbo skills. Jaden Livings getting out of the way.
A little bit of a Matrix moment here, just barely getting out of the way, throwing her hands up in victory.
You had a slightly more modern reference than I did there. I'm going back to limbo at summer camp.
I know limbo. That's not too dated. The kids know about limbo these days.
Timeless. McKenna Gildon, she is from just up the road in Plano, Texas. Played her high school ball at Frisco Liberty. Miscommunication there between Wilburn and Livings. And in her homecoming, Gildon gets the ace.
Seen a few aces here early. Both teams serving pretty tough. She's going for that seam right in between Wilburn and Livings.
Clemson within 1. Unable to tie it up. A pair of service errors on both sides.
Yep, and you can see each team, they're attacking whoever the front row pin hitter is right now. So Livings is getting a lot of opportunities to pass the ball between Friday's match and today.
Livings coming off her 3rd double-double of the season on Friday. At 18 kills and 11 digs. Schilling handles that one. Carlson going to Jones. Off hands. First kill of the day for Jones.
SMU is really taking control of that first touch defensively, getting good digs, not putting Carlson too tight on the net, and they're able to run that offense with Jones over there on the right back.
Living's one of 3 players now on the National Player of the Year watch list from the AVCA on the Mustang roster. Only one team in the country has more. That's Nebraska. Huskers have 4 players on that list. That joust goes to Catherine Sant, one of the best setters in the ACC.
She's had a lot of playing time going into this season and really taking over in that role. Setters love winning that joust ball right there. They typically know how to win those. They're the ones getting those touches over there.
And Sant gets it on the line.
It's a great serve, attacking the edges. Really tough to see that ball coming cross court over there for Livings.
Tigers back within 1. Favor on Yanwu makes her presence felt. Her second attack of the match goes for a kill.
We get a great response from Livings here. Good pass, they're able to run. Favor off that 1 foot behind, finding a huge gap in Clemson's block.
Casey Badenhorst checks in to serve. 16 aces for her this season. 3 shy of what she put up all of last year. That's long.
Clemson may be looking for a touch there, wanting to win those little points.
Badenhorst last year, 19 aces. Best on the team was Natalie Foster, who was here on Friday, the alumni match. Foster had 64, then went on to put up that same mark at the professional level, had 64 for Orlando.
She's had a pro arm on her before she stepped over into the Valkyrie gym for sure.
Clemson gets a couple of blockers up, and SMU cannot put it back across.
Big time block here for the hometown hero, Mia Moore, getting up, pressing those hands back to 6, making this a 1-point set difference.
Kaya Gordon with an error. The amount of volleyball talent in Dallas-Fort Worth, it seems like every time that you and I call a match here in Moody Coliseum, the visitors have some players from this area. There's so much talent to go around. The entire country, really.
And SMU's got to be thinking, you know, what? We have all these fans coming in from different teams just from these girls. Their families are taking up half of the stands, you know. So it's a plus to have them full, but a lot of time they have different colors on other than red and blue.
Plenty of red and blue in the gym today, that's for sure. Those hometown players for Clemson well represented. Newsom going up alongside Shear on the block.
Newsom really timing that well. She's able to just hang in the air, pressing back to 6. It's a beautiful block with that form there. Clemson maybe trying to throw a foot under there, can't get it.
First block of the day for SMU, and it's 12-9 Mustangs. Hanson denied. Another chance for Jones. But the Tigers go up and send it back.
It's the 3rd block so far for Clemson. This is a part of that defensive mindset that they're talking about. It starts with the serve, but next thing you got to think about is your big defensive blocks. And containing players like Malaya Jones early is going to get them in a good position.
Clemson within 2. Moore on the line.
And, you know, if you're not getting stuff blocks, a good block touch like that makes it super easy for your defenders to get a perfect pass. You can spread out the offense. Plenty of space for Mia Moore to take a rip at that ball.
Her 6th swing of the day. Finally her first kill. Levitating. It's Natalia Newsom.
And, I mean, you can scout that all you want, but how do you train your players to go block that? You almost have to maybe soft block and just go later a little off the net just to try to slow her down.
She has caught the nation's attention finally. I don't know what took them so long. in the net for Wilburn. You and I have been marveling at what Newsome's been doing, continues to grow as a player, and that amazing leaping ability in the lab every day with Anthony Cockrell, the strength and conditioning coach.
And he's got to be one of the best in the country. She already came in with huge hops, and she's only going up. You think she can't get any higher, but she definitely, her ceiling is up there.
Newsome again, but this time wide of the line, and we are tied in the first set, 13-13.
Her first error right there, but SMU is definitely establishing their middles early.
Rains for an ace. 3 on the day for Clemson, matching the Mustangs total.
6 total aces for both teams. They're doing a really good job of hitting that sideline, barely just inches in.
15 aces for Rains this season. SMU back in the positive column with Jaden Living.
Living showing off that cannon, so much power going off those high hands. That tool is definitely going to be useful for her. Clemson has a lot of blocks so far.
14 all. And an ace for Jordan Schilling as Rains couldn't handle it in the middle. A tight opening set. Mustangs 15-14 over the Tigers. Assists in the Big Ten. 15-14, couldn't get any title before the first break in the action. Jaden Livings gives SMU a 2-point lead.
A really mature shot there. That's the second one we've seen going off the tool. She's not trying to put it straight down. She's using the hands of those Clemson blockers.
Short digs, overpass, and taken advantage of by Livings.
Easy point for Livings there. Going over to thank Schilling for such a great serve, giving her
toughest schedules. A lot of youth on this squad, and those who have a little bit of experience, maybe not so much with this much playing time, this much responsibility at a Power 4 level. Schilling, one of them. She was a great player at High Point. In fact, Libero of the Year, the Big South Conference. And now just in her 4th game playing in the ACC.
She's definitely filling those shoes well from so many graduating seniors last year. They had to fill those gaps, and she's playing her role.
5-0 run to the Mustangs. Trying to end it. Kate Sandington can't. They'll go to the other side instead. McGrath denied by Schilling. So they go up top to Jaden Livings. The Mustang run now at 6-0.
That's a jaw dropper. Even Coach Erger is looking at Livings like she is just insane. She's up there. Clemson doesn't know what to do. That came with so much heat.
19-14 SMU. Recycled. And another chance, McGrath. Trying to keep this one alive. Mustangs do it. Mustangs take the point. It looked like it was the Tigers for certain. We talked about it off the start, Chanel, how much the Ponies drilled on defense in this past week.
It was all about defense, 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 and that is a dog mentality right there. You see Living sprawling out for that ball. Clemson not handling it well, coming back over the net, and you have to capitalize on that. And that momentum right there might just carry them out through the rest of this set as they're at 20 now.
7-0 run for SMU. This has been a gauntlet of a schedule for the Mustangs. 3rd best in the country at this point. Only Texas and Penn State have had a more difficult road. And SMU took on the challenge. It had a chance to win one against Pitt. They took the Panthers to 5 sets. Big message this past week was regroup, keep training, grow and get better, because it's really not so much important how the Mustangs look in early October. It's how they look in November and December.
Right. The end goal is always, how are we going to put ourselves in the best position for the tournament. And with such a hefty schedule early on, building that tenacity with such a young group is going to be super important and to help them get through a really tough ACC schedule. But this is a great opportunity for them to learn how to put teams away early. They've been going to 4 or 5 sets with so many of these teams. If they can conserve some energy and get some quick wins under their belt, it's going to help them in the long run, even preserving their bodies.
And service is the first line of defense. Coach Erger told us on Friday night. Jordan Schilling doing a wonderful job of it right now. Has SMU on an 8-0 run.
Schilling really attacking that short serve, trying to take away that slide attacker and allowing Reigns to kind of get in the way.
Second ace for Schilling. Puts SMU up 21-14. Trying to end that run. No chance there. Instead, right back to favor on Yanwu. Third kill for her.
I mean, the strategy here for SMU is really simple. Schilling is putting the ball in the way of the approach for Symington. They can't get a good slide attack. They only are limited to one person. They're able to get a score out of transition super easily.
8 kills for Yanwu Friday, now 3 today. Thanks for Jones. Her second kill. A relatively slow start for her numbers-wise, but doesn't matter when the team is rolling like this.
And when you talk to Carlson, you ask her, how do you handle having so many hot hands at once? Well, you're able to spread out your offense so easily. They're too worried about Livings and Anyanu right now that Jones almost doesn't seem like a factor, but she's ready to go.
10-0 run finally comes to an end. Mustangs just 2 points away from closing out this opening set.
10 points is way too many to give to a team like SMU.
Carlson setting it up for Livings into that coffin corner. Set point.
And Carlson handled that second touch with such ease. That pass pushed her all the way into zone 4, and she was able to keep a pretty good tempo ball over to Livings, finding that deep corner.
Gentry Lamoran back on the floor. She's in the second libero jersey today, just as we saw on Friday night. 24-15, SMU. Lamoran with an overpass. Violation on the Mustangs, and set one continues.
Looks like they called net on Yanwu, and she's not buying it. If I'm Carlson, I'm giving her this next ball, maybe proving her point that she wasn't the one in the net.
And Gildon will put it in play. Carlson to Yanwu, met by Gordon. But
in the gym.
Underway in set 2, put in by Catherine Sant. And on the overpass, Clemson gets point 1. Kaya Gordon is there to take advantage. Transfer from Navarro College here in Texas.
The serve and pass game has been a little iffy to begin with. The first set we started off with the ace coming from Carlson. We see another one right there. So you have to get a good pass starting off these 2 sets.
Jaden Livings unable to tie it up on that swing. So Carlson will feed Natalia Newsom down in the corner.
I love the variety we see from Newsom. She's able to just bounce balls going over the block, but she can also hit that deep corner. So if the block isn't slowing it down, your defenders are having a tough time picking their position.
Schilling was at the service line for the 10-0 SMU run in set 1. Back there now. Carlson will feed Living. Nearly had it in the 6th. Right left hand from Moore. Now Jones. That cross-court move to the corner has been beneficial for SMU today.
Carlson read that tip super easy. Schilling up putting a nice high ball. And you can see Jones is not even finishing her swing right there. Clemson, if they're talking about that grit, that's a ball that they need to dig up.
2-1 Mustangs. And on the overpass, nothing anybody in the country can do when Favor Anyanwu is waiting on it.
No chance. Giving her an overpass like that, you got to put on your helmet and hope for the best.
Unleashing to the feet of McKenna Gildon. Clemson took the first point in this set. Mustangs have won 3 straight since. Long pass to Gordon. And Livings can't keep it off the floor.
It's a great point for Clemson. They were way out of system with that first touch, sending that second ball all the way from over at Clemson's bench, able to find that space and taking Livings out.
Gordon, a 4-time medalist with the Belize national team. Before making her way to South Carolina, she was at Navarro and Corsicana. That's just about 60 miles south of here. Jones. Floating up there. Hanson denied. They go to Moore. Point goes to the Tigers.
Lameren getting her chance to get some digs in her stats in there, and that one just came with so much power from Moore right down the line. She took it like a champ, just barely flying out of bounds.
4-3 Mustangs. Beating the back row, nearly up to the video board, and that one will not get around the antenna. Point to SMU. The force that comes with from Jones from that back row, unmatched.
Wilma trying to take as much power off of that ball as she can, but tough to handle for Moore over there, over by the ref stand.
5-3 Mustangs. McGrath gets down that back line. They'll call touch, excuse me.
I'm liking how McGrath is going for those edges, trying to put the ball in the last few feet of the court. You could tell Livings tried to pull it off, but she turns around to her team. Yeah, I touched it.
Reigns with her team down by 1. Dumped over. Carlson has complete freedom. Uses it there.
Absolutely nobody home. You can see the blockers aren't going up. Both of the wing defenders are pretty deep in their base, making a perfect opportunity for Carlson to be hitting now 1,000.
Here's Batenhorst. Had a couple of aces against Pitt last weekend. 4th time this year. She's had multiple ones. Clemson trying to claw back. Trail by just 1.
McGrath using all the tools in her belt right now, going for those edges and throwing over those soft touches, making SMU scramble. They had a little hot potato moment over there, bouncing off a few hands.
Tyson Shear couldn't put it to the floor. She was the player of the game on Friday. Big block for SMU.
Tough chance there for Gordon, going against 4 hands in her face. You got to try to find maybe some fingertips. You can't go straight into the block.
Carlson, the preseason All-ACC selection, with her team leading by 2. Shear there to meet the challenge.
That SMU block is creating a wall right now. Clemson is having a tough time trying to find their way through.
3-point SMU lead. Carlson getting to the century mark earlier in this match. 100 career aces now. And her run comes to a close thanks to her fellow setter on the other side, Catherine Sant.
And Reigns set that up for Sant perfectly, putting that ball super tight on the net, and Sant's able to go up with an aggressive left hand, throwing it down.
Long on service, quick side out to SMU.
We saw in that first set, SMU started to separate with that serving run. When you're giving them a quick side out back like that, they don't have to earn it. You have to at least put it in play and make them work for it.
Wilburn already with a couple of aces today. Kate Hansen, what a threat she is on offense and defense. Came into the day with a .372 hitting percentage.
I like this long string set there, and if they're able to create gaps in that SMU block, they're going for that deep third.
Ace for Clemson. That's 4 on the day for the visitors.
And finding that deep seam between 1 and 6. We'll see if Schilling is a little more aggressive, taking up some more space.
2 of those 4 from Sand. Falling away, Jaden Livings couldn't put it across.
Moore really happy about that one. I'm sure she was nervous with that overpass over going to Livings there. She's not going to rewatch that one and film later, I'm sure.
9-9. Newsom puts it into the campfire.
Clemson on their heels, waiting for that power we've seen from Newsom all throughout this match so far, and she knows better. She's just going to throw over a quick, easy tip, not forcing an error there. Super smart play.
Big block for SMU. That wall, hard to penetrate.
The sound was just as loud coming off of the block of SMU as it was coming off of Moore's hand. There's just so much power coming back at you. Your coverage has to be ready to back you up if you're taking big swings.
Increases the SMU lead to 2. Wilburn gets a hand under it, but the ball travels behind the SMU bench.
You could see their staff over there telling her, no, don't jump over, because Schilling would. She would take the chance. They've been talking about that defense, and that's a part of it.
Livings with the kill. Good effort there by Gordon.
The physicality of SMU is just so strong. You have to get at least a small block touch, try to slow them down. You're not looking for a stuff block, but that backcourt, the defenders are having a tough time trying to keep the ball on their own side.
Kept up by a couple of Mustangs, but nobody there for the third touch. Tigers within 1.
You can see bodies flying all over the floor, but you get a perfect pass, you create some space. And McGrath is able to take a little bit of speed off and just placing it in the perfect location, causing some chaos for the Mustangs.
Here's Hansen. Livings. Denied by Luma. Anyanwu can't put it to the floor, but she's at the net, causing some disruption. Now Living lifting it across. That light touch pays off.
And Symington really doing her job at the net, getting some good touches there finally, and then all over the floor trying to keep that ball up and not able to scramble up in time, sending that last one over.
SMU's lead is 2 with Livings on service. That one had a lot of firepower, but not good enough direction.
And I think Coach Erger is okay with that error. She especially wants Livings. They've been working in the gym the couple of weeks to just buying in mentally with her full head and heart into putting over aggressive serve. So taking that miss serve early on is all right.
Anyanwu slides to the right. Chance to McGrath. Jones didn't have a ton of runway there. McGrath again denied by Jones. Opportunity for Shear. Player of the game on Friday. Now with her first kill of Sunday.
What we're seeing from Clemson is they're starting to put a little more off speed over there, trying to take Jones out and get a bigger block, but there's just so much power, so many options that SMU has. Sheer putting that away, sending them out over almost into the bleachers.
Mustangs lead by 2. Newsom going up alongside Carlson to send us to a timeout. Mustangs first to 15, a 3-point advantage over Clemson on the Hilltop. Mustangs now part of the ABCA National Player of the Year watch list after 2 were added this week. Malaya Jones was on it in preseason. Then on Thursday, Favoron Yanwu, Jaden Livings made part of the list. Only team with more players on this list is Nebraska, number 1 team in the country. Huskers have 4. Big swing out of the timeout, goes wide from Mia McGrath.
I like the aggression of that swing coming out of this timeout. Batenhorst smiling, going back to the service line as she did try to go dig the ball, but McGrath came with so much power that she missed it and eventually went up out of bounds.
This is about the time in the set when the Mustangs took over in the initial frame of this one. On a 10-0 run, ended up winning 25-16. Clemson can't handle the overpass, does not go all the way across. Instead, harmlessly into the net, and just like we saw after the 15-point break in set 1, a couple of quick points scored by the Mustangs right after it, and Clemson needs a TO.
They're starting to break away at that midpoint, like you said, which for SMU is a great thing. They're building that maturity and that tenacity to not be complacent to where they are and still strive to play better volleyball, even halfway through a set. They don't want to go neck and neck all the way throughout this match.
Clemson leads the all-time series between these teams 3-2. That should be the Clemson Tigers out in front all-time in this series. But the Mustangs have won a couple straight, including a sweep last year in South Carolina, the first time that they met as ACC foes. In that one, Celia Cullen had her 4,000th career assist. Jams Wheeler had her 1,000th career kill with 8 that day. Maya Tabron had a team-leading 11 kills. All big names that are no longer on the floor for SMU, although Celia Cullen still on the bench for the Mustangs as a graduate assistant, and she's also prepping for her professional career, continuing with the as-yet-to-be-named Dallas team. We need to throw out ideas. I have not heard yet the nickname for the Dallas Pro Volleyball Federation, though the now Major League Volleyball team here in Big D.
Right, they're keeping it under wraps.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the right moment. I'm sure their marketing team is itching to let that out, but we've had a lot of success for these athletes coming out, going into the pro leagues. We saw Natalie Purdue here last night. We saw Natalie Foster, as you said, Maya Tabron. Maya Chimay also made her professional debut.
Long on service. Yeah, just a perfect situation for Celia, though. Getting to still serve at SMU as a GA, train here, get ready to play here. Major League Volleyball arrives in Dallas. Big swing from Kaya Gordon, the junior attacker.
A much-needed kill there, coming in strong, going off the top of those hands. Newsom is so high, and sometimes you don't need to be that high. You want to be over the net and make sure that the ball doesn't even cross your side of the tape.
And Avery Carlson will have service. Another Mustang with pro ambitions. Put a nickel in the swear jar every time I accidentally say Pro Volleyball Federation. Major League Volleyball now. Major League Volleyball.
MLB. They switched it up on you, you know? It's still fresh.
18-14 Mustangs. Back set. Okay, Symington. They go back row this time from McGrath. She's on pace to be the first Tiger to reach 1,000 career points since Cameron Hanna did it.
McGrath hitting 294, 7 kills so far on the match. She's having success when they can find those gaps and be a little more unpredictable. So if they can get a couple more hot hitters on hand, she was able to get that kill because Gordon did her some justice before that.
Kate Hansen taking advantage of the overpass. The Texas Tech transfer.
We've seen a lot of overpasses, both teams needing to do a better job of getting that ball off the net, giving your setter a chance to go make a second play. You can't do that, sending it over.
Long on the service there.
7 service errors on the day so far for Clemson. 4 aces under their belt as well, but they're giving SMU too many opportunities to side out without working for it.
Here's Wilburn. Nearly had the ace. Clemson somehow keeps that one alive and sends it over out of bounds. McGrath, the latch ditch effort to put it in play. 20-16 SMU. Mantra for this Clemson team: gratitude, grit, and grace. Gratitude side fuels positivity, keeps the Tigers grounded. The grit, it's a drive to keep going through adversity that they're seeing here today in Dallas. And the grace part, you're lifting others up. It's not soft, it's just high standards with heart.
For sure, coming into SMU's gym is a hard thing to do, to knock off a win in their own home. So they have to enjoy these hard moments. It might be tough, but it's going to help them stay positive throughout this match. They don't want to get too down on themselves and just respect the process. It's going to take time. They have to be patient and stick to their game plan. But that grittiness is going to help them stay in this match. They have to keep making those strong defensive efforts, get some block touches, slow down SMU. They have so many hot hands right now, but you got to have grace for those little moments, those little errors that come up in your way. Maybe you make a knucklehead mistake, sending a free ball out of bounds, and now SMU's in that red zone. It's a tough one, but you have to look past it, have a goldfish mentality, forget about it, and move on to that next point.
Another concept that Coach Keir told us when we visited earlier this week was they want to honor the game. It doesn't know any records, rankings, logos, all the expectations that you have coming into a match. They're a lie. You want to live in the now. Just take that information about the opponent across the way, play your best. Newsom on the joust, takes it for SMU. 21-16 Mustangs.
Now, Sant is front row. I know that they want to get this ball on the net, but just a little too much power from Newsom. She has owned it over there with that 41-inch vertical.
Wilburn, her third ace of the day.
Not only giving them so much speed to worry about, the location is perfect, directly putting it in between the seams of those two passers in 5-6.
Now 12 aces on the season for Wilburn. Remember, she started with 7 on opening day against LSU. Newsom setting up Jones. Clemson will have another chance. Off the palm. Now Jones. Another chance for Gordon, denied. Beating Livings. Rearing back. Gordon with one of the biggest swings of the day on either side.
So much momentum needed for the Clemson Tigers right now. One of the longer rallies we've seen, and to finish it off with a powerful swing like that, that just brings so much energy.
That windmill rotation, you could feel the energy building up to contact. Clemson within 5. Moore deny the net. Livings and Newsom teaming up.
6th block of the day for SMU, coming in clutch right here. The last few points of set 2. Living's just so big, really turning that body back. That left hand is not allowing the ball to take control of her. She took control of the ball.
See there, Mustangs have doubled up the Tigers on blocks today. 2 points away from going up 2-9. Again, that big power from Gordon. This time, though, cannot get it through the block. Instead, she tools it.
You can tell Gordon wants this one. She's pointing fingers, knowing she's like, no, it definitely went off that SMU block. And of course, it's only fitting she's back at the service line.
Anyanwu. She's up to 6 kills on 9 swings.
SMU is doing a really good job of staying in system, out of serve, receive, and establishing those middles. They have so many hot hands, and the middles are a big part of that. They are unstoppable right now.
Set point. 24-18 SMU. And a chance to finish it off for the Mustangs. On the attack, it's Carlson. Livings nearly ended it. Carlson instead dumps it over to close out set 2.
She had her chance to take a big swing. I'm sure she was itching for it.
Avery Carlson back to serve to begin set 3. She has 17 assists so far in this one. Mr. Wilburn didn't send it to the floor on the joust. Carlson setting up Newsom. 1-0 SMU.
Little bit of a scary point over there for Clemson. We had 2 players bump into each other. Gordon tried to shake this one off as she was a part of that collision.
Carlson puts it in play. Schilling there. Keep it alive. Jones sent back by Kate Hansen.
Returning the favor with a huge block over here. Getting Jones a little more involved, and you can see she's reaching all the way over, filling that gap, using her length to the fullest of her ability. And SMU can't run down that ball, landing deep in their backcourt.
Kenny Gildon to serve. Junior from Plano, just north of Dallas. Crystal Wilburn going cross court. Kept off the floor by Gordon. Big swing, big dig, followed by a kill for Gordon.
Come on, that point is all hers. Write her name all over it. She starts off with a huge dig, recoups herself, gets back up, and is able to take a huge swing. Clemson really needing that point right here.
2-1 Clemson. High arcing shot. Now again for Gordon. This time denied. Setting it up for Jones. 3 ball coming for the Mustangs. Carlson to Wilburn. Off hands. And an overpass taken advantage of by Jones.
And those are those little points you have to take care of. Gordon made a huge dig before, but you have to take care of an easy dig like that. You can't just throw it over the net to somebody like Malaya Jones waiting for it on the other side.
3 aces so far today for Wilburn. Really had a 4th. Carlson to the levitating Natalia Newsom. 7 kills, that's tied for the team high.
She's got to be a setter's dream, you know. All you have to do is make sure your set is over the blocker's hands of the other side, and you know Newsom is going to be there.
You know the level of play that Avery Carlson has been around during her collegiate career at Baylor and at Texas. Friday night, she said, I've never set anyone quite like Natalia.
She's definitely a special kind of player. You would typically say undersized, but with a vertical like that, you don't dare say something like that. .42 SMU as Wilburn continues into the net.
7th service error for SMU today, matching Clemson's total. Mustangs ahead by a point. For a clean sweep of Clemson. Newsom going up. Much force behind that one. Going cross court into the net and out of bounds as it traveled along the tape.
Moore really trying to attack that sharp angle. She's got that lefty advantage, so if you get a good inside set, you're able to avoid those hands, but missing it just out of bounds.
10 digs for Jordan Schilling to lead the Mustangs today, and she'll continue on service.
Gordon definitely not wanting to risk jumping on any ankles there, getting a really tight set off the hands of Sant.
Schilling, the senior transfer from High Point, but she won conference Libero of the Year honors in the Big South. Anyanwu and Livings unable to put that down in bounds. Point to the Tigers.
It's always so heartbreaking when you do something so good and you look over to the ref, the hand is not going in the direction that you thought it would. Great block there by Anyanwu, but just catching the net on her way down.
Here's Claire Luma. Had her 10th ace of the season Friday night at Pittsburgh. That time, no question about it, Anyanwu and Livings return to sender.
That was with some authority right there. That ball coming down so fast. No coverage can get that up unless you just got lucky enough to be hit right there. But man, this duo between Livings and Anyanwu is dangerous.
2 of the 3 SMU players up for national honors. Point to the Tigers. They're within 2.
Clemson hanging on to this 2-point difference right here. This is a must-win set for them unless they want to get swept and go home. But they want that first ACC win, and getting at least a set off of a team like SMU is going to do them some justice.
Coach Keir told us about it. You don't want to put any adversity to waste. That's adversity when you have shots like that coming your direction.
And the fans are living for Livings. She is a star in this gym. Carlson throwing up a great set to that pin, and she's just able to go right over the top into that 5 zone.
8 kills now for Livings, best on the Mustang roster. Carlson dumping it, just a wide open spot.
Big smiles from all SMU bench over there. She's 3 for 3 on that 2-hand dump. Clemson has to find a solution for that and communicate who's taking care of that ball. Carlson's just going to keep running away with it.
SMU 9-5 advantage, looking for the sweep over the Tigers. Second team All-American. Back in her prep days. Returning home one final time as a senior Tiger. Nearly a block for Kate Hansen. Pushed over. Anyanwu. Left up and a chance for McGrath. Denied by Carlson and Anyanwu. 8 blocks for SMU today.
So many great points of coverage here. You see Middles diving on the floor, keeping the ball alive. But Carlson finishing it off right there on that off speed. She's just disciplined, puts her hands up, and she's pressed over.
Well long. All smiles on that side, like, ooh, where'd that power come from?
And I like that rip at the ball. You see that more so on the men's side of the game because they're just completely unleashing on it. But Livings has the power to be that type of player. She has that capability.
10-6 is the SMU lead. From the back row, Jones sent back.
Nice set.
That was Hansen getting in the way. Here's McGrath. Off the top of the net and down. Some confusion there. Anyanwu didn't know where it was.
Looking back to her teammates in the backcourt, not knowing where the ball was, almost scraping the edge of her nose. Maybe if she just put her hands out a little bit more, the ball would have been up.
42.
She knew exactly where that one was, though. Anyanwu with 7 kills on the day.
You took the words right out of my mouth there, Chris. She definitely wanted some redemption. She's up, nobody home on the blocker, barely getting a touch on the middle over there. Too much space for a player like Faber.
Does she even need to say anything to Carlson at that point? Carlson kind of knows, like, it's back right here.
You know, we saw that in the other set as well. Whenever she thought there was a touch on the ball, it didn't go in her way. Next thing you know, where's the ball going? It's like twin telepathy kind of thing. The relationship between a setter and her hitters at this point in the season, you know.
The telepathy coming out from Carlson, though, with as many different attackers as she has to choose from. That's air traffic controller stuff in your mind. Ace for Casey Badenhorst. That's 7 for SMU today.
Giving that short serve right back to him, it just completely drops out the bottom of the ball. The receivers for Clemson trying to get underneath it. It's just so quick.
17 aces on the season for Badenhorst. Just 2 shy of her total from all of last year. And we're only 14 games deep into this season. Block for the Tigers, ending a 3-0 Mustang run.
Kate Hansen using all 6'3" of her to shut that down. Natalia Newsom on the floor, hoping maybe the ball bounces up off her knee. There's just so much length there for Hansen.
Nice pass, Jay.
Carlson over the top of Newsom, getting it to Shear.
I love that combo there because Newsom is going up. She's able to get on the ball so high. Having both of them coming in the same zone, those blockers are not able to form a good block in front of Shear, and she can take a huge swing at that ball.
Can't think of a much better screen at this level than Natalia Newsom.
Gordon flying under the net there.
This time straight to her. Sent back. And Jones tooling the block.
I like the hustle there from Gordon. She slides all the way under the net, but if you stay out of bounds, it's okay. But if you cross where we see that wooden pattern on the court, then it's technically underneath. That's why the play was able to keep going. Clean up that area real quick, too. She's working hard, a little sweaty.
Take care of the condensation. Tara Mullen, Rachel Rodriguez, Wayne Halberstadt, and Christopher Gill making up our officiating crew today. Again, rearing back, it's Gordon. Now they'll go to the back row from McGrath.
McGrath having great vision there. She has that line shot open. The defenders are sucked in, shifting over towards Carlson a little bit, making it a lot of ground for Schilling to cover and able to find success there in the deep 5.
That's 10 kills from McGrath, her 8th time in double digits this season. There's Madison Shear. 3 kills for Shear today after a season high 10 on Friday.
And who doesn't love a good surprise kill? I think this set was maybe a little out of reach, and she was forced to tip that ball back into the court, and nobody on Clemson's side was able to read it and get to it in time, so it's clean to the floor.
Overpass, but Clemson able to win the point as Livings could not send it back to the Tiger side.
And Clemson needs to be really clean right here in set 3. With a 6-point difference this late in the match, in a must-win set, they need to go on a service run. Tie a few points together. 3 or 4 would be good.
Again to the back row from McGrath. Living sends it across. Gordon unable to lift it up. 7-point Mustang lead.
We're so late in the match here. Schilling back to serve. She's been super consistent behind the line and has been able to score some points as well, looking to get her team to string together maybe 3 points themselves and push to 20.
Falling away, Moore sends it across. Now Jones. Big swing and nothing that Sant could do about that one.
You know, Friday night was all about Malaya Jones. This is just her 7th kill on the match. She's still hitting .545. She's being super productive. But there are just so many options that your eyes are everywhere for SMU. And when she's able to get set up,
she's here to the American Airlines Center. Why not? Hook that up. We know people.
You know, the Mavs head coach was here for their game versus Pitt as well. So we've got connections.
Jay Kidd and I were sitting just a couple of seats apart.
Yep.
7-point SMU lead. SMU leading 2-0, 25-16, 25-18 in the opening pair.
Untimely misserve for Clemson, sending it out of bounds, trying to get Livings off balance. They've been attacking her, but she's been handling her own very well in serve receive today.
You talked about how clean Clemson had to be throughout this third set. Another misstep there. Rearing back, it's Nil Oker. First time we've seen her.
Entering the match with authority, getting that first kill off her first set. Needing another run here to stay in it.
Transfer from Michigan State. Made the move in January. Livings gets SMU into the red zone.
She just makes it look so easy, and they have a big enough gap here to where Coach Erger is probably letting her just take big rips at the service line right now, and she has the capability of doing 5, 6 in a row, so she might be the one to finish off this set.
Off the scoreboard, but still alive on the Clemson side. McGrath can't send it across. That's the force of that serve from Livings off the initial touch. Nearly went to the ceiling.
They were lucky that time. Sometimes the scoreboard can be for you or against you, and it stayed on their side. It wasn't shooting right back down at you.
9 service errors now for SMU. Tigers have 8 of them.
SMU 7 aces on the match so far. Clemson only 4. They like that ratio. If you're getting 7 aces, 9 errors is okay.
Carlson setting up Maggie Croft, her first swing of the day. They'll go to the other side for Kennedy Rogers. Her first action on the Sunday afternoon. Rogers lifting that one into the middle. Schilling can't dig it out.
Clemson holding on with everything they can. McGrath taking hold and leading her team. Taking huge swings right here, taking advantage of a little bit smaller block. We see Croft in there with Carlson over on the right side.
Rogers gets her first kill of the day.
Using that off-speed shot to her advantage, taking some big swings with slow down. Said, let me do the smart thing. Even with her young age, she's going up. She sees that hole open and completely takes that opportunity.
The freshman from Missouri City, Texas, had 3 kills in the first match against Pittsburgh last week. Has gone in double digits once this year, 12 against UTEP. Natalia Newsom one more time, but it does not get to the Terraflex. This time it does. Round 2 on that point. And Newsom was not going to be stopped the second time.
First one, you got lucky. Second time, no chance. She is finding the space to put it away, not giving you another try.
Badenhorst at the line with the Mustangs 2 points away from completing a sweep. Long.
Tough miss serve, but they have some space right now. She's staying aggressive and has one of the most aces on the team. So Coach Erger isn't too mad. You see some smiles over there and looking to side out quickly here.
To Jones. Off hands and down. Match point for the Mustangs coming up.
She just makes it look so easy. You get a perfect pass. You have all these options. Jones coming around all the way from the other side of the court and still getting a good swing on this ball.
SMU get the pancake from Schilling and Rogers. Continuation on the Clemson side. Long, and SMU wins in straight sets. Mustangs even their ACC record at